Hi, it's your girl Tara Nicole checking in real quick, and I do mean real quick. It's time for Let's Get Hot. It's your girl Tara Nicole here to empower, ignite, and uplift. And I am going to be brief tonight because I am on the road to recovery. Let's have a loose. So I hope everyone has had a great and wonderful day. It is Thankful Thursday, so I am very, very thankful for my life, health, and strength. No matter how I feel physically, I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be blessed. I'm just happy about that. No matter how I feel, how I been feeling, or what I felt this morning, I feel much better than I did earlier. Sorry for the delay. Hey Carol, hey Anita. Carol, can you text Jen and tell her that I'm on? She just asked. There's been some kind of delay. Like my phone needs an update, but Facebook was kind of tripping. So, if you can let them know I'm on, if you know the people who join me every week, it's so greatly appreciated. I just want to start off also giving thanks by saying thank you to everyone who has liked, followed, shared, mentioned me, share the videos every week, share the posts that I post, comment on my posts. Thank you for your feedback. It's great. You know, there's a thing called algorithms with social media, and if the content that is shared here weekly, can get away from us, or get away from the reaching others, if, we're not commenting on the videos, or, I decided to go live tonight exactly for that reason. Well, not just for that reason, but part of that reason, because I didn't go live last week. I happened to just, Carrie, you can do it in our group text, but she's on one of the texts, but Jen is in there. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So, I decided to go live tonight because I didn't go live last week I posted a video. Just wasn't feeling well then either, but we do this thing called pushing through, pushing past, pushing on. But when your body begins to talk to you, you must listen to it. And I've been listening, but I've been trying to go through my own, thanks Carol, go through, natural ways to heal. But honey, this thing is real. So I got prednisone. I didn't want to take it, but today I ran an errand and I got back home and I was like, you know what? I took that. I took my nasal spray, other meds, put on my sleep mask. If you will follow me on Instagram, you'll see my post that says I woke up like this. And I cut on a meditation about attracting abundance and wealth and health into your life. And I went to sleep. And I was supposed to do so much more. But wisdom is listening to your body. So it would have been worse had I tried to drive and go and do, and my head and my chest wasn't feeling the best. Enough about that. The energy is not on how I'm feeling physically. The energy is put into listening to my body, letting the medicine do what it does, finding other alternatives. No matter how much I strongly detest taking the prednisone, I know that it's going to help open my chest and I can breathe, because I want to breathe. And it's a little struggle right now, but it's all good because I'm here, I'm showing up, about to show out for about 20 minutes, and I'm going to be out and finish taking care of myself. I hope you've had a great and wonderful day. So for those of you who are here, thank you so much for joining me. And I'm deciding to go a little later now for me, Eastern Standard Time. But I have people everywhere watching and looking. Hey, Jen, thanks. I couldn't respond, Jennifer, because I had just hit live when you text. But I had a few, hey, Unique, I had a few technical difficulties. Well, first my phone needs an update, and I would dismiss that. But Facebook, it wouldn't populate for some reason. So I'm going to finish, do that update, but I'm going to bed, wash my face, and go to bed. So I thank God that I don't look like what I feel like. He's so awesome. And I think that's coming from all that water I've been drinking. If you've been following me, I've been drinking a lot of water, trying to get my body right, detox, flush, get things moving, because water it's just my wellness tip. It's not Wellness Thursday, but hey, it's Thankful Thursday. So get the H2O in your body because it helps. Figure out a way to get it done. Just think of the goal and the solution as opposed to the problem, like running to the bathroom 1,000 times a day, okay? So if you're here, if you had a great day thus far, it's Thursday again. Thursday, it's just like time is moving like the speed of light. If you can agree with that, can you give me a heart, a hey, a smiley, some kind of emoji. Like, for real, it's like really, time is moving like the speed of light. I mean, next week, September will be here. So, October, I mean, not October, Lord, I'm moving forward. No. August is the 8th month of the year, so a lot of people got married last weekend, 8/18/18, new beginnings and new this. But as we talked before, a couple of weeks ago, when I talked about, all things new, and all things are new, but it doesn't change if you don't change your mindset. Correct? Correct. Next thing, before I get into content, is if you see smoke kind of trickling by, I don't smoke. I'm not smoking. But, if your energy is off, and this is just something I know people think is spooky, but it's real. Like in your home, you can there's these white sage incense that I bought in New Orleans. And then I just have sage anyway. But you can clear the energy out of your house, any negative energy. And sometimes it's not even really that it's negative. It can be static, just like stuck. So you should kind of move your furniture around a little bit. Clear the energy in your home, and you can feel rejuvenated. So that's another reason why I was able to just jump up and get on here and do whatever. Now, I was in Kroger earlier today, and I was just trying to get some papers notarized. I had to take care of some business. So you got to push through regardless, but you got to listen to your body. So I felt like I was on a merry-go-round in Kroger. I'm like, let me get out of here. But I came home and kind of sat still for a minute, and I lit that. So I lit it about 20 minutes ago, maybe. So if you see smoke, I'm not smoking. All right, now let's get down to business. Are y'all ready? Ready? Give me something in the comments. Let me get a yes. Come on, let's get hot. Let's do it. I want to thank you so much for following me on Facebook. I thank every new follower that joined. I thank you for liking, following, and sharing. Also on Instagram. Me and YouTube, we getting our love relationship together. But more so my delay, so to speak, has been because when my head is not in the place it needs to be, I can't be my 100% best. So I have to get those things together because wisdom is taking care of everything. If my health isn't intact, then business, let's get hot, coaching, empowering, speaking, motherhood, none of that stuff is not. Okay, I'm about to get real heavy. I hope everyone likes me still when I finish. Because people who've been calling me and wanting coaching, they want Tara, but baby, I've been giving them Coach T. So if you're ready, I'm ready to roll. But take care of your health. Listen to your body. If you don't, it's going to make you listen. It's going to make you listen anyway. So let's get hot so I can stick to my agenda. All right. So tonight's topic is no pain, no gain. We often hear no pain, no gain when we go to the gym or we on some kind of workout regimen. No pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. No squat, lift. Hold that plank, run that mile, get those steps in, no pain, no gain. And I can't, what's her name, the lady? Is it Vesta? The song, No Pain, No Gain? Jennifer, she sung no pain, no gain, no gain, no pain. No, I remember that song. We used to listen to that, when you're younger and your heart being broken and you hurt, and you're like, no pain, no gain. And she said, she goes through the whole song. And she goes through all these different things. I remember the key part when she breaks it down. She said, be a cook in the kitchen, a lady in the street. You can't show your mama every man you meet. It's okay to be a little sweet. What did it say? Be something about, I lost that one. Either something to your kids, what, in the sheets and all that stuff. No pain, no gain. Anyway, so my point is this. Real quick, straight to the point. Take notes, catch the replay. If you're catching the replay, just type in replay in the comments. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. Sharing this video is greatly appreciated. It keeps me in the loop. I'm going to start going live more often, but they won't be as long as the Let's Get Hot segments. So it'll be going live. And I had a little delay. I'm not going to give any delays a lot of energy, but some products I ordered to launch my site and do all these things. And I'm just learning to just go with it. It's like, I mentioned about Mercury being in retrograde, so things kind of retracting and going different ways, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you gotta learn to go with the flow. And even though, and that's not a pain that is poignant, but it's a painful because I want to get some things done. Because if you know me, you know how I am. You know Tara, Miss Avery, the teacher, you just know me. So it's like, Okay, I'm gonna follow up one more time. That's not Miss Avery. That's Tara, the renewed transition, letting God do it, Tara. Because the other one be like, look, I paid you this day. Where's my stuff? Like, you promised this. Let's get with it. So I had to make some tough decisions. I had to, do some other things. But it's not personal. It's business. Because if it was the other way around, they take care of their business. So that's kind of like no pain, no gain. I'm not going to gain anything by not opening my mouth and speaking up about what I've already paid for, number one. But when it comes to us as individuals, when it comes to us and our lifestyle, when it comes to us and what we're seeking from God, source, higher power, the vortex, the universe, however you call it, I respect it. I think it's all intricate, all has some part to play in our journey here on life and where we're going. But whatever you're asking for, you have a role to play in it, whether you want to believe it or not, or accept it or not. And no pain, no gain just simply means, when we go through painful moments, some we brought on ourselves, some other people has brought on us, but some we bring on ourselves. And whether you believe it or not, whether you want to accept it or not, we can blame other people. We can say, but if he wouldn't have and she wouldn't have. Some people want to go back to childhood and, well, my mom, my dad, and my this, my that, all that kind of stuff. Relevance, yes. The determining factor of your life, no. You got to be accountable. And we blame God. We blame the devil. We really blame the devil. The devil. Quit giving him so much energy, because some of these things are just our decisions. Oops. Ouch and amen. I mean, if you with me, let me get something on the side or in the comment section. But if you're not, it's okay. I'm going to say it anyway, because it's called Let's Get Hot. Honest, open, and transparent. But the thing about it is I don't want you to look at your pain as, it's hurtful. Oh, it is hurtful. It's not the best feeling in the world. It's been times we feel like we're not going to make it. We're going to die, or feel like you're going to die. You can't get up. You don't want to eat. You're just functioning every day because you have to, especially if you have children. But if you flip the script on your pain, if you flip the script on how you feel about how you interpret what's going on with your pain, if you flip the script on that and look at it from a perspective of, okay, how can I prevent this from happening again? Because most of the time, all the time, rather, every event that shows up in our life is showing up for a reason. Whether we want to believe it or not, whether we want to receive it or not, whether we want to accept it, we want to claim our part in it. Everything that happens in our life is happening for a reason. And oftentimes it is because God and the universe and higher power, higher being, there is time out for certain things. Hey, Glenda. Hey, Donald. Pokey happening in our lives. So oftentimes we already know what to do, but we don't do it because we found a reason not to do it. We make an excuse. Again, this is all about me. If you're included in it, then hooray for you. Count yourself happy and let's keep it moving. But we find reasons to hold on. We find reasons to stay, in a situation, no matter what it is. And I made a post about, I don't care what the prefix is on the ship, we still have a part, a role, a place, something to claim in that. So when it's a painful moment, just think about it like this. I always say often, from my pain has come much power. From my struggle has come much strength. Caveat about struggle. Struggle, it is a part of life. But it's not a way of life. And don't you let anybody, anybody convince you otherwise. Struggle is not a part of life. If that's what they've done thus far, then if they don't want to change their perspective, don't you change your perspective to pick up that poverty, low-level thinking, negative energy mindset. That's not a way of life. Number 3, from my pain comes power, from my strength comes struggle. And it's in my passion. Those things that I'm passionate about that I found my purpose. And it's not that you shouldn't get paid, but the things you can do without getting paid, that's your passion. So oftentimes we find ourselves in positions and careers and in relationships and even trying to hold on to these limited beliefs and hidden beliefs and limited ideas that, dealing with family. And we love our families, but you ain't got to like everything. And you don't have to shrink. You don't have to fall back. You don't have to not shine. You have to dull your sparkle to make somebody else feel good about not doing good or not doing right. Because it's not that your decisions or your way, my way, it ain't been easy. I just had a made up mind about what I wanted to do. And when I went against what I knew what to do, when I went against my discernment, when I went against what I hear, that still small voice saying to me, that's when I had my most painful moments. That's when I had some of my greatest struggles. But a lot of it was too because that wasn't my destiny. That wasn't the place where I should be. That's not the place where God wanted me to end up, no matter how I am. And what's good about me, my strengths about me, same for you, they will work somewhere else. You can't make it work where you are. I remember growing up, we would always say, you can't fit Birmingham in Bessemer. Bessemer is a city outside of Birmingham. It's much smaller. You can't fit Birmingham in Bessemer. You can flip it. So you got to quit trying to put a square peg in a round hole. You got to take what works for you and what's good about you, the strengths about you. If it's your assertiveness, if it's your, I'm not saying a negative way, but you stand up for what you believe. You're a leader. You're aggressive when you need to be. You know how to put things in position. I'm very strategic. I can tell you how to do things and get it done. If you follow what I say, I'm telling you, if you follow what I say, it's going to happen exactly the way I say it. But when you get caught up in the wrong place, the wrong thing, stay too long, you in it, you should have been, you here. We hear and we talk to God about it all the time. I don't want to deal with this. I don't like this. This ain't me. This ain't what I'm for. And initially you start out because we don't want to jump ship. We don't want to abandon ship. We don't want to abandon, relationships, partnerships. We don't even want to abandon family. But at the end of the day, if it's not for your highest and greatest good, if it's not for your best life, for you to be your best self, if it's not for you to, keep moving in the direction that God wants you to go, you're going to sink anyway. You're going to drown anyway. You're going to jump ship anyway, you're going to find yourself in a place you don't want to be anyway. So why not listen? But it don't happen that easily. I'm not talking to you like, oh, I did it right every single time the first time. No, I've had questions. I've questioned. I've done it left when he say right, but when my mind was made up, like it is right now, like it is with what I'm doing right now in my business and with persevering. So people on the outside looking in and be like, oh, they're waiting for it, but I'm not consumed by that. I'm not consumed by anything that anybody thinks. I could care less. I could give a rat's assets about it because I know that I'm in a place where God brought me, and it's not gonna be Tara's way. I can make the way. I'm very strategic. I know how to make it happen. I know how to hustle hard, all that stuff that we talk about every day. But guess what? When God is involved in it, sometimes he wants you to follow him. And yet he may tell us something. It's oftentimes, plenty of times, he tells us something, tells me something, but he may redirect my steps, but I'm still being directed. And my conversation caught up with me. So it's not that I can't teach. I'm still certified. I can go right now and be applied, but that's not what he want me to do. And I'm not, even the times I thought I should do. I'm like, okay, let me just do what I got to do because, I want to make it happen faster or push things along. Or if I had this in my hand, I know I can get this done quickly. And if somebody else doesn't cooperate or do what they're supposed to do, if somebody else doesn't follow through on their part, then guess what? I got away because I got the backup plan. But he broke self-sufficiency in me a long, long time ago. But that didn't come through me walking through a valley of lilies and sunflowers and smiling and looking at the sky. That came through a lot of painful moments. That came through a lot of loss. That came through a lot of making hard decisions, having to let things go. So no pain, no gain. But guess what? Through my pain, I gained so much. I've birthed several businesses. My first business, which is my nonprofit organization, was birthed during the time that I was making a decision about leaving my marriage and moving out of my first house. And like, okay, but it's like through each moment, something has been birthed through that pain. Hey, Connie. Hey, cuz. Something has come from those painful moments. And we have different coping mechanisms. Oh, yes, we do. You don't have to be an alcoholic. You can be a sexaholic. You can be a drinkaholic. You can be a workaholic. You can be a churchaholic. You can be a whole bunch of holics. It don't matter what you go to. So people need to quit that, shaming one person and defaming another one because they do it a different way. It don't matter. You can go to church too much. It don't matter. It does not matter. They drink too much, you talk too much. What's the difference? They lie too much, you eat too much. So it doesn't matter. The point is claiming your part, owning what you need to do in that. Saying, I was just talking to a friend earlier today. We hadn't talked in a while. Her aunt passed away. I wanted to lay down, but I was trying to cook for my son. I said, let me cook for him, do what I got to do. But I want to check in on her because guess what? She checks in on me all the time. Like they said, checking on your strong friend. See, that's what part where people miss. They pull, and take, but nobody replenishes, nobody pours, nobody, checks in. Pick up the phones, call, say something. That's a little side note. That's just a little caveat. It ain't really got nothing to do with it. Is because if you don't, you're going to have a painful moment if you don't check in. Quit making assumptions. Check on people. See how they doing. It don't matter how they operate. Because we're going to do what we do, but that don't mean they're not going through anything. That don't mean that it's not heavy. And sometimes so the sounding board is a sounding board. Anyway, so I checked on her and I was just telling her, I said, I'm at a point in my life where I know delay doesn't mean denial, but baby, I can guarantee you this one thing and one thing for certain and two things for sure. Tara Nicole is not going to miss another season of God moving in my life in the way that he wants to move. Now let me tell you, never failed, forsaken, or left me. I've always landed on my feet regardless. And sometimes the painful moments I went through wasn't about me. It was to get foolishness out of my life. So you got to understand that sometimes what you go through ain't got nothing to do with you. Nothing at all. It has something to do with the people that he's going to bring, that he need to get out of your life so he can bring the right people in your life, because we, human, natural, flesh, just give it one more chance. Or if I just do this, or if I just show him that. But guess what? If that person isn't changing and you're the only one changing, you're going to still land right in that exact same spot where you started from, because it has to be growth on both parts. I just posted, anything not growing is dead. I don't care how many years you put in it. So people, I'm not against divorce. I'm not against partnership. I'm not against people staying, and working things out. But I am against stagnation, no movement, no growth, no projection, no future. I'm against being married 20 years and we ain't made no progression. Just got some kids. Heck no. Anyway, my point is this. No pain, no gain. So sometimes it's in our pain that we get revelation. I'm sorry, I'm going to hurry up before everything get to going. I start sounding like Kermit the Frog and all that stuff. But I'm just so passionate about this because I have been looking and thinking and just going over different conversations that I've had over the last few days when I can talk. Because I've been in the bed, honestly, y'all, before Tuesday. I was in the bed before 8. Monday, I was up a little late. My brother called, I answered, but I was like, I'm in the bed by 10. He still talking. I want to listen, but I'm trying to be in the bed by 10 because my schedule, if I don't go and do a substitute job, I'm working on something else, and I'm trying to get everything done before our prayer call. So anyway, it's just about accountability. So if you want something to change, then you got to make some changes. Some things in our life, we can't change being a parent. I mean, some of us are doing an awesome job. Some of us need to go sit somewhere and get some skills. I'm just saying, come bring it back in. Okay, but my point is this. You got to do what you got to do to lessen your painful moments. So to lessen your stressful moments, to lessen your anxiety, or whatever else that's in. Oftentimes the things with our bodies. Now mine, granted, I'm not stressed out. I can have, subconsciously stressing about things. Not that I'm like overwhelmed, but I just know me. I try to get things done. Or if I felt my body, shutting down, and I'm affected by the weather. I don't know why God chose this as my thorn in my flesh, but I bet you one place I don't get migraines from. That's been confined, going to jail every day and come home and work release to go back the next day. I don't have that headache. But if the weather changes or the humidity's high, and my time has not been my own because I've been from physical therapy with tendonitis, I guess, cheerleading for 6 years strong, has caught up with me, coaching and all that stuff, and standing 19 years teaching, doing all that. So I've been going to physical therapy for my ankles and feet, and then I've been going to the chiropractor, you know, but and all the different things they tell me that's going on, I hear them. I'm like, okay, God, I'm gonna do what I am gonna do what I gotta do to assist this process with getting better. When that doctor told me yesterday about prednisone, you follow me, I was like, prednisone, you said the P word. But today, baby, I bet you I took it. But I took it. I ran that errand this morning. I was supposed to go to Birmingham. I did not make it. I took that medicine, took that nasal spray, and I took my butt to sleep. Listen to your body. Why would I cause more pain? The pain that I have now, I've gained knowing that what I've gained is take this medicine, I started green smoothies yesterday. Drink you some more. Drink as many as you can to offset how the prednisone affects your body and keep moving. Because if I don't listen to my body, I'm strong, yeah, but I don't want to be that strong while I'm dead. I don't want to be that strong while I'm not effective. I don't want to be that strong where I can't be great. So you got to listen. So yeah, I'm strong, but I'm strong enough to know, take the medicine and go to bed. It blows me up instantly. That's part of the problem now. Steroids for different reasons, but I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to do what I got to do, get healed so I can go harder. But transitions, I talked about those before. They're for you. Everything happening to you. It's not to you. It's for you. It's for your good. Hey, Frank, it's to get people out of your life who don't need to be there. It's more so about yourself, to get things out of you and your life to get you where you need to be. And we don't really realize how much we hold in and we hold on to all this stuff and other people when really you need to let that stuff go. But first start with yourself. Who cares about the other person? I mean, and we do, and I say that freely now because I'm free and free indeed, but you got to get yourself, you got to step outside of the frame and see the picture. Begin to play the movie. The good, like if you do it this way, what happened? That way, what happened? Staying, I don't care what it is, and people want to assume it's always about a relationship. It's even about how you feel about yourself. You send that out. Whether you know it or not, you send all that out. We talk about boundaries, but nobody's going to respect your boundaries if you don't respect your own. And if you don't set any, you never going to get anything done. I have been in the place, hey, Marche, where I have kind of like, I can start out, okay, you can brag about being a multitasker, but how much did you get done? How much did you get done? So, when my sons are here, I mean, they're older now, so it's going to be on me in a minute. But even with Cameron, I'm like, look, he ran out of medicine. Not the one, thank you, Marcia, not the one that is a rescue inhaler. I'm talking about the one that prevents his asthma from flaring up. So we spent an extra 30 minutes yesterday because he said I'm out of it, but he didn't say which pump. I'm thinking he asked for my rescue inhaler. Not the one that prevents him from falling out. I'm like, well, if you want to struggle breathing, don't text me once. No pain, no gain. So it took him being like that, and now let me tell her more than once. I don't need the pump, you do. So text me. Don't make assumptions like I know or I got the information already. Anyway, so through your painful moments is what I'm saying. You gain knowledge. You gain revelation. And whether you want to admit it or not, we do gain it about other people. And yes, they betray you. They lie on you. They do stuff that you would never imagine because you would never do it. That's the thing about it. This is another little side note. Just because you wouldn't do it don't mean that no one else would do it. So that's where our devastation comes from. But when you begin to embrace the fact that you feel the way because that's something you wouldn't do. Like I wouldn't do certain things. But that don't mean they wouldn't do it. That's who they are. And yes, you have to accept people who they are when they show you the first time. All that, yeah, whatever. But also accept yourself. Accept them, but you don't give them a pass. But then you have to also sometimes look beyond what when I say look beyond, I mean like looking at why they do what they do. But then, because hurt people. That don't mean you stay with it and deal with it, but you acknowledge it, you pray about it, but as they say, self-preservation is the first rule of thumb. So if you don't save yourself, I don't care if you in something or out of something, meaning relationship or whatever the case may be. At a job, if you want to change that, you got to change you. You got to change. I know when my situation came up, I went straight to interviews immediately after, but that whole thing was just a tool of perfection because I didn't lose what I have, but it was stagnant. We didn't have to use it. I'm in a building where people don't care. They don't even care about coming to work not being wrinkled. I look good on my worst, quote unquote, worst day. I never went wrinkled, but you just get into this place where the spirits beget spirits, whatever's going on in that place, that atmosphere. So if you don't change your your mannerisms, if you don't change your thought process, so that situation for me, it wasn't really painful. I was tripping, like, why does this lady keep bothering me? But the Lord showed me way ahead of time. First of all, I'm gonna keep you busy with other people and ministering and talking and praying with them, so you can't be consumed in your own stuff, or Tara get in the way, and because Tara know what to say and knew what to do. I'm gonna show her, and but no, it wasn't supposed to go that way. Number two, excuse me, it's coming, y'all. Number two, it was just to light the fire in me, to ignite me again for where I am, not where I was. It's for where you're going. But if you don't get out of these toxic, tumultuous, breathtaking, literally breathtaking, energy draining, dream killing, time stealing situations, even with what you say out of your own mouth, then guess what? You're going to look up a year from now, 5 years from now. I tell people all the time, I said, guess what? I tell my students, I say, you're going to look up and you're going to be 40 before you know it. I look at my senior book often and I'm saying, like, I look at my senior book, excuse me, it's coming. I'm not going to stop until I get this out. I look at my senior book and, you know, we had this one page where we write what's going on 10 years from now. 10 years from now, baby, I was going to be Miss Avery. I was going to be making at least $40,000 a year. I was going to have 2 children. I was going to have my first home and be teaching and have another degree and blah, blah. Everything I wrote down 10 years later was happening. Was it supposed to be forever? No. But that's what I wanted. And I wrote the vision. I made it plain. I made it plain for at 18 what was going to be going on by the time I turned 28. And it didn't happen at 28. All it happened on the way to 28. But then as you growing and you're maturing and you're self-discovering even more. You know, our parents, they do a good job, but it's a lot. They just know what their parents taught them. So it's not like a diss to them, but it's just like when you're exposed more, going off to college, being around different people, moving to Georgia, it's just so much more you learn from just remaining in your immediate environment. That's why one of the things that I focus on with our girls group that's going to reigniting next month, September, is exposure. Because I went to this event. It was called the Night of Manifesting and Art of Creating. You don't know what you don't know because you don't know it until you don't know it. And then you know it. So, hey, Antoine. So, guess what? Hey, Auntie Darlene. So, guess what? Then, that's what they say, when you know better, you do better. But how many of us really know better and still don't do better? The doctor said do this. You don't do it. They say go to the doctor. I'm going to go. 6 months later, I'm going to go. Well, don't take this the wrong way. But when you going somewhere else besides just to the doctor, everybody's sad and crying, but like really, it's this thought in the back of the mind of the people who you've been talking to that says she been going and they ain't never went. So what could have been small and could have taken just prednisone to cure, now I gotta go lay in the hospital with IV and tubes and mess that I hate anyway, and shots, and oh, now you got lung collapse, or now you got pneumonia, and now you got this, or well, you could have just got a little something done to your eye. Now you got to get new eyeballs. Just so you just, or no eyeballs, you know. But like your body, listen to it. But our body the things that go on in our body is a direct result of, number one, not listening to it. Number two, not listening to it. And number three, not listening to it. And number four, more so, the stress, the factors of life. You trying to solve things on your own. You trying to, I think about you trying to fix it or figure a way or do it. If your way worked, oh my God, if my way always worked, I'll be in Cancun, somewhere on the beach, talking to you now, as opposed to in my office in my basement, in my downstairs in my house, talking to you. But it's not about my way. It's about his way and the way he wants us to go. So if you get out of his way, and he said, I know the plans I have for you. And yes, he does speak to us. Yes, he does tell us things. Number one, we don't listen. Hey, Akira. Number two, we think we're going to do it the way we want to do it. We're going to help him out. The best thing you can do is get out the way. Ouch. Amen. Get out the way so he can do it for you. Number three, show up for your life. Show up in your life every day, but for yourself. So what you gain from all your pain is this. You can go shopping every day. You can eat every day. You can smoke it up every day. You can drink it up. You can gossip it up. You can TV it up. You can sleep it up. You can busy it up. You can church it up. You can pray it up. You can do whatever you want to with it. But until you surrender totally to what it is that he's calling for you to do, claim your part, accept your junk, quit deflecting, quit projecting. I did this. I don't know how to get out. But God, if you help me, I know I can. It's been hurtful. It's been devastating. It's been I feel like I'm in the twilight zone, or I feel like I was in the twilight zone. It's been like tumultuous, transition after transition. I won't even talk about that tonight because I'm getting off here real soon. Shift after shift, change after change. But if you step outside the frame and see the picture, he's trying to get your attention. He's trying to make you great. He's trying to blow you up. He's trying to glow you up. He's trying to show you up by showing up. But we keep getting in the way. And whatever thing you take on, you decide to take on, then he'll give you the grace to go through it. But why take on a task and complain about it the whole dang time? These other people on here, gotta watch my tongue. Complain about it the whole time. Like, do what you gotta do. Because you did it. Why did you do it in the first place? You gotta have the same emotion through the entire process about why you did it anyway. And if you faking it to make it, it's really faithing it to make it. But when you faking it to make it, baby, facades fade. You're not going to be able to smile through it too much longer. You're not going to be able to, I'm good. Baby, I'm good mean I'm about to hurt somebody. Okay? You're not going to be able to, I'm good. Praise the Lord. I'm blessed and highly favored. No, you ain't, child. You busted in disgust. You about to hurt somebody, bust some heads, get in your car and keep driving, and call them when you get there. Why can I say that? That's just some of it. Because I've been there. I know. Okay? So, every painful moment in your life is for a reason. God don't bring us pain. But if you go to Ecclesiastes 3, we love to quote, oh, great is thy faithfulness, new mercies we see in the morning. Honey, go on down a little bit under that and a little bit before that, where he talks about the pain, these things, you experience some things in your youth so that you can be prepared later. I'm paraphrasing. You know, the Bible got several versions, so that junk about, I don't understand it. Baby, get the Bible U version on your phone. Click American Standard, plain, the Message. Honey, whatever you want, it's right there. Plain and simple. But that's another thing. We don't want to read anyway. We just want to be entertained. I love entertainment. Laughter is good for the soul. It's God, natural healer. But everything about entertainment, honey, you got to discipline yourself. You got to be rooted and grounded. You got to be planted like that tree. You got to be like a palm tree. They sway and bend like the hurricanes. You watch a hurricane go through a certain place. But guess what? That tree never breaks. You got to be like that redwood, rooted like that one in California. That California redwood, just deep. And you got to know without a shadow of a doubt. I don't care how dim it looks, how grim it looks, how bad it looks. But that's the thing, it just look that way. It ain't really that way unless you make it that way. We got to feelings are so fickle. I was watching Marcus Wiley on Instagram. He was like, feelings are so fickle. You better leave that alone because, baby, they don't like you today. He said, but they'll like me tomorrow. They don't love you right now. They'll love you 5 minutes from now. So if you get caught up in feelings, even your own, hey, Charmaine, you are not going to make it, honey. Okay? So every painful moment, and then I'm going to close out with this. Everybody else who you've been involved with, I don't care what form of ship it's been, all their stuff is none of your business. like none of your business. How they shipwreck, how they make it, don't make it, blow up, don't blow up, be the bomb.com or be a bomb. If they don't change, that's none of your business. You're going to be so consumed with fixing that person that you're going to be a hot asset mess. Okay? I'm not telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I've been through. We want them to get it. They just get it. What? They getting it and you losing it. So, from pain comes power. From struggle comes strength. And I'm not struggling. Is there a struggle? Yes, I'm building a business. I did something for 20 years, 19 strong, and now this is 1 full year of doing something else. Of course, you got to know who to choose, what to choose, who to follow, not to follow, who to trust in, who to invest in. You got to do it yourself. I would so want to outsource so many things, but you got, just like when I went to college to learn, well, not you can't. You got to be in the classroom to learn it, but to prepare myself to teach or whatever else I did. It's the same process now. So life is full of destinations. It's not full. It's one. When you reach one destination, you go on to another one. So it's full of journeys to several destinations, and each journey to that destination teaches you something else. You grow something else. If it's all good, then how do you know? You don't know. We won't have sorrow. We won't appreciate joy. We don't like the rain for real. But if we don't have rain, then how do we appreciate the sun? Appreciate sunshine. And then if we don't have the sunshine, we know how to appreciate rain without the sunshine. Everything has its perfect order, perfect place. What I'm saying is, like, go back and look at that. You know, we just want to, but new mercies every morning, but what you going to do with it? Are you going to waddle in it? Or are you going to take that thing and make it, twist it and turn it like we do a Rubik's Cube until you get all the colors right so you can go and live your best life and do the best thing you're supposed to do? We keep talking about we're waiting on God, just waiting on Jesus. Honey, I ain't married to Jesus. He is my friend. I love him dearly. He is the head of my life, but he is not my man. He prepared me for my man, prepared me for my husband. I don't want just any man. So I'm making that so plain because I already been through the foolishness and done with the foolishness. Married or not, over with. So when you make up your mind, that's why everything you do in this life, every decision, I don't care if you 23, 33, 43, 53, 63, 83, everything can change when you make a decision to change it. And it changed with the renewing of your mind. That's why he said, be ye not transformed. Do not conform to the world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. But if you be conformed, you will be transformed, but not the way you want to be. It's going to be opposite of that. And there's some tough decisions you got to make. But I remember growing up, my mom would say, every tub has its own bottom. You are not responsible for an adult, period. You are not responsible for grown people making their own decisions. You can advise them. You can give them words of wisdom. You can pray. You can prophesy. You can give everything God say. But if that person don't make up their mind, I want to quit this, they will not quit because they're going to find a reason to resort back to those old habits and familiar ways. And that also comes from fear. But God don't give us a spirit of fear, but that of power, might, and a sound mind. So we got to have pain because we think everything good. If it's all good, we never going to learn. We're not going to grow. We're not going to stretch. We're not going to ask God for big things. We're not going to ask God for big goal. We're not even going to go for the big goal because we good. I'm comfortable. He said, be content in all things. You're still supposed to grow and prosper. He said that he wants you to prosper so your soul can prosper. He said, I got plans for you to stop right here and be okay. It ain't about material things because your relationship is most important. But what I'm telling you is, why we put the limits on? He don't give you a spirit of fear. That's false evidence appearing real. You got to conquer it every day. Either you're going to let it paralyze you or push you. And you got to. I'll try to stop from saying you better because people think you're trying to boss and tell them what to do. But you got to get in a particular place in your life, in yourself, in your mind, with yourself, where you continue to let God work on you every day. And that he does work on and perfect, because we're imperfectly perfect in him. But the bottom line is a lot of things we got away from. You got to go back to being fearless like a child. You got to go back to that place where nobody can tell you nothing. He wants you got to go through some painful things because you got to rediscover what you have let become suffocated, what you've let become stagnant, what you've let become dormant, what you've questioned, and if I do this, well, I want nobody to feel disappointed. Well, I don't want nobody to be. Oh, dude, it don't matter. It don't matter. That's my one curse word, the N word. I'm working on it. Pray for me, saints. Pray for me. It don't matter. You gotta get to the point where you quiet the noise. You gotta get to the point where he says, seek wise and godly counsel, not wise and gossipy counsel. Like, it just drives me crazy. And I know people probably think, oh, what's wrong with her? She's so this. I love a whole lot of people. I got some tried and trues, for real. They call me, but as I told a friend yesterday, I said I couldn't talk to you before because you weren't ready. Your message indicates that you're ready. But I just want you to know, Tara loves you, but you about to get Coach T. We about to get to the business. I said, I hope you love me when we're done. But just know it is because I love you that we're doing this. Don't you know that's the reason why God allowed us to go through certain things and does things to us? It's because I love you. I chasing those whom I love. And you gotta quit deflecting and take ownership. I don't care what it is. And we don't want to do it because we want to play it safe. We want to make excuses. We want to waddle in it. But who doesn't want to grow? Like, we've grown. I'm not going to get any taller. I'm 5'7" with flats. And depending on the length of the height of the heel, which is the more mature I get, the shorter it gets. But it doesn't, I'm not going to change. I can lose weight. I can snatch it, tighten it, tone it, whatever. I ain't finna cut it because I can't deal with all that. But whatever. I'm gonna gain some things. I'm gonna gain no pain, no gain. You know what I mean? I'm gonna gain because I'm gonna get, when I get this chest right and this head together, I'm gonna be at it. I'm gonna work hard because I want to live and not die. I don't want to exist. I don't want to just function. I've done that. I've overfunctioned, underfunctioned, just functioned. I want to live and not die. I want to live my best life, be my best self. But I guess how I know all that I want to do? Through all the pain. But if you ever just sit back and look at anything you've ever been through that's painful, how resilient did you come back? How strong did you? Now, if you waddling and keep making excuses, I ain't talking to you. Come back when you get it. Like, let it catch up and then come back. But for everybody else who in that place where you ain't got time to play no more games, because guess what? As we said, the lady said last Tuesday, baby, life gonna keep lifing. So you got to figure out what you're going to do. How much space you giving people, things, and some tower moments. That means when things just suddenly crash. You don't understand why is it happening this way or what happened or who doing what. I'm probably over 30 minutes, but oh well, I'm about to be done for real, for real. But those moments happen because there is something that has to happen in your life that needs to change now before you die. Like, literally and figuratively speaking. And some of us are already dead inside. We just go. We go to work. We come home. We just, got to take care of the kids. Well, when they get 18, I just can't wait. But when they get 18, life ain't over. You still got to be a parent. That's why they have fun running rampant now. When you 18, you getting out of here and go where? Oh my God, I'm going to do one segment on education. Oh, Jesus. Another time. But anyway, embrace your pain. Quit complaining about where you are in your life. Number one, take ownership of where you are and what can you do to do better. And that was my thought. I got away from me. Talk to my friend earlier. I'm in a place where I'm in my life where I'm saying, God, you know what? I'm going to do everything that you lead me to do and that I can do, that I will not repeat some instances. Some things you don't want an encore for. We be saying, God, you're the God of an encore. That's a great song with Zacardi Cortez and James Fortune, all of them, they sing this, but some, you don't want some encore performances. You really don't. I don't. I don't know about you, but I don't. So I don't want an encore for some stuff. So I'm going to do what I got to do to make it a better thing, a better outcome. So I'm in a position where I'm not trying to miss it, period. God may have said one thing, but sometimes if things going one way and not the other and people not cooperating according to how he say, he may speak again. But if you staying stuck on what he said then and you're not detaching from the outcome and letting him do it and you're going to help him, you're going to keep running around. And then godly and wise counsel. But then again, the one that trumps all of that is what he said, be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still so that you can hear. Be still so that you can see. Be still so you know what to speak. Be still so you'll know when to move and when to stop. Just be still. Everybody else's business ain't your business. I tell the kids this year, I've only subbed a few times. I started out with saying, we're going to mind our own business, because when we mind our own business, all of our business gets done. And what's our business? It is our classwork. Exactly. So I said, we say it from a sarcastic point of view, but the truth, you have to use the word depending on what grade I'm in. But honestly, what it really means is focus on what you're supposed to do. Now, what anybody else is doing and how they're doing, I don't care if they running around in the middle of the street, have menage a trois, swing from light shield, going from job to job, eating themselves. You want to check, hey, you might, sis, bruh. Yeah, but you don't get consumed. Mind your own business. Because guess what? What are we out? I'm grown. So let them be grown. And the best thing you can do for anybody anyway that's stuck and don't want to change is pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And then let him give you this day your daily bread. We want to prepare for the future, but you can't think about next Friday. You ain't got through Thursday. This day. This is a day that counts. But if you take care of this day, tomorrow take care of itself. But this day's preparation will be sufficient for tomorrow's preparation, because you've done the best this day. Anyway, let me go. No pain, no gain. From pain comes power. Hey, April, thanks for joining. You can catch the replay. Feel free to comment, like, share, you guys. But from pain comes power. From struggle comes strength. From your passion comes, your passion comes your purpose. You said the song, walking like I talk it, but you gotta be about it too. You can't just talk about it, you gotta be about it. Then you can walk it like you talk it. But you gotta get you together. You can't do anything for anybody else until you together. So, and just understand that if your situation doesn't look the same as somebody else's, that's because that's not the way that God wanted it to be. I've used the example before. I would, hey, Miss Blount. I would always say, Tawana, I would always say how, not how, but I was like, Mom, my friends stay married, and I didn't. But that ain't my path. That is not my path. Because guess what? I've come across plenty of people, women, men, who didn't stay married. So who's going to be the example? Who's going to be the tool that he uses to let them know, hey, it ain't the end of the world? And one thing I truly heard, it said what God has put together, that no man put asunder. I'm finna go right quick before I get eggs thrown. Some of this stuff God ain't put together. He honors it. He will fix it. He'll make it work. He said, because all things work together for our good, for the good of those who love him. And that's another part. But anyway, okay. So, yes, it can work. He can snap, blink, twist, shake, do this. And life is so different. But if it's not what he wants for your destiny, and you won't help him help you to help you let go, he has to make you let go. And that's why some of the painful moments show up in our lives. That's why some of the transitions show up in our lives. When you need to get to a particular place that he wants you to be, and you keep finding reasons to stay. I told you, I said when Malik graduate, but then I found reasons to stay. Okay, maybe when Cameron graduates. He didn't want me to stay no more. Cameron graduates this year. So he didn't want me to stay 2-3 more years. He wanted me to go then. So he put some fire under my feet, not to push me out, but to help me take the leap, because my conversation just caught up with me. But I got perfected before I left. Am I still being perfected? Of course. But I'm just saying, with my keenness, my awareness, my sharpness, my intuitiveness, my being in tune, my intuition, just different things, being led by him, because he knew that it was going to be him who led me on this journey where I am now. Can I go back and do what's familiar? Of course. I'm built for it. I'm equipped for it. I can do it with my eyes closed. But don't look back. I was watching Kelly Lane, and she was preaching about how Lot's wife, she didn't just glance back. She was looking back like she's missing something. I don't want to be a pillar of salt. I don't know about you, but I don't. I'm trying to go for the goal, baby. And I'm trying to go big because God is big. He is not small. I'm Tara Nicole here to empower, ignite, and uplift. I probably know 30 minutes, but I be trying to do what I want to do. But he said do it like he do it. So I'm going to do it like he do it, like he say do it. And now he's saying I'm free to go. So no pain, no gain. I don't care what it is. Working out, business, job, friendship, relationship, marriage, whatever. No pain, no gain. And your pain reveals not only things about other people, but more importantly, about you. That you need to change and you need to break through. Remember, no breakthrough without something breaking. And you don't want to go back to the way it was, especially if it was hell on wheels, baby. You wanted to go to a new place because he says levels go higher. He said from glory to glory. All right, peace out. Love you. Like, share, follow. Thanks for following me. I'll be going live more often. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, Tara Nicole. Here to empower, ignite, and uplift. And remember, let's get hot, honest, and open and transparent. Starts with me before it starts with you. But if you are part of this party and it touches you, then embrace it. Let God do it. And watch everything work out for your good. Peace.